Hello, this is Connor Super Goofy, and welcome back to Hotlist Monthly, which I am doing quite a bit late this month, and I'm also not doing on my computer, as you can see. But yeah, yeah. So this is this is what we're gonna have to be doing for this episode of Hotlist Monthly. So basically, the hot list, so basically the hot list is pretty much at its highest point yet right now. As we move into the summer of 2026, I think we have a pretty good picture right now. Not necessarily a great picture of what the songs of the summer on my hot list might look like in 2026. So yeah, let's take a look at I decided to start doing the top 50 now instead of the top 35, because the top 50 is all of what I consider to be part of the hot list. It does show me down like every song I played in the last 4 months, even down below the top 100. But in order for a song to qualify as hitting the hot list, it needs to enter the top 50. So I've decided to start covering the entire top 50 for that reason. So let's start at number 1, where we have Come a Little Closer by Cage the Elephant back at number 1. And the number of spins brings me to a big point that I want to make about why 2026 has been one of the reasons why 2026 has been a great year for my hot list so far. And that is that the big songs on my hot list this year are huge. Like part of the reason why last year was not a good year for my hot list is that the bar for getting a number 1 on my hot list was really low last year. That's the big reason why we had a record number of songs debuting at number 1 on my hot list last year. But this year, like, see We Own the Night by Alejandro, number 4. That song would easily have like a super firm grip on the number 1 spot for this 2025, but instead it is stranded at number 4. That is crazy. We got Rhinestone Eyes, which hit my hot list last month when I was hanging out with Nervinx at my town's birthday party. That song shot up the hot list and got to number 1 for 11 days last month. That song is currently sitting at number 2. We have Just Dance 2025 by Sir Napkin and Baby Lion at number 3, which is still holding strong and is expected to be one of the big songs of the summer on my hot list, which is pretty crazy considering the fact that the song hit my hot list last summer and is still around to be one of the big songs of this summer on my hot list. And we got number 4, which is obviously We Own the Night by Alejandro. Huge second wind. Like I said, this would easily be number 1. Any of these first 4 songs would easily be number 1 were this last year, but of course, all the big songs on my hot list are bigger now, so yeah, this song is basically kind of stranded at number 4. It did get to number 3 again, but yeah, this song actually hit my hot list last summer and did get to number 1, but yeah, it's having a huge second wind to where it's only able to get to number 3 because everything else around it is much bigger now. At number 5, we have a new entry coming in that hit my hot list late last month. We have Besties by Black Country New Road, which is, I guess, a sign that my hot list is starting to be Fantanoified, if that is the best word I can think of, where like a lot of underground acts are starting to get their light on my hot list, like acts that Fantano would normally cover, like Black Country New Road or Dark Side, which we have Stranded at number 6. This song feels so huge, yet it's stranded at number 6, and because everything else around it is so big. And then we have Broken by Lovely the Band at number 7, which is on its way up. This also hit my hot list late last month. Another entry from late last month here that we have here at number 8 is Gnarly by Cat's Eye, which is on its way in, and I feel confident that this is going to be one of my big songs of the summer this year. Even though its grip in my rotation is already starting to loosen a little bit, I do still expect it to stick around, although I'm not quite as dead certain about it as I was when it first hit my hot list. One song that is definitely still sticking around is The Look by Metronomy at number 9, which is being pushed back by how big everything else around it is, but yeah, it's still got quite a bit of heat behind it. Followed by number 10, Boulevard of Broken Dreams by Green Day, which hit the hot list in January. It's still here, and it doesn't look like it's going away. Speaking of going away, the song Go Away by Weezer is up to number 11. This song first hit my hot list back, like it was around early to mid last month when this song first hit my hot list. It is starting to catch a huge wind right now, and it is up to number 11. Then we have The Box by Roddy Ricch at number 12, which I don't think it's going to be getting anywhere higher than this, but I won't be surprised if I see this as one of the lower spots on my Spotify Wrap this year. Don't think it's going to be one of the songs of the summer, but honestly, I wouldn't mind if it was. Number 13, Hooligans by myself and Nervinx and Skittles is still here, and it is catching a second wind because it is me and Nervinx's sort of jump into the pool anthem that we have designated for ourselves for this summer. We've only gone to the pool once, but the more times we go to the pool, the more times this song is going to be played. As a result of that, I'm not going to be surprised if this song makes a second hike into the top 5. Long Nights by Stray, which we have at number 14, already seems to be on its way out. It had a good run. It got into the top 10. I believe it peaked at number 7. So, yeah. It does look like it might be on its way out, but we'll see about that. It could make a comeback. Number 15 is one of my brother's sort of meme songs that we're not going to talk about. Yeah, I got this song from my brother, which is like bad news for the hot list. Honestly, this song here, number 15, is bad news. Number 16 is Dream by Stray, which is probably also going to be on its way out, although that could make a comeback. Earned It by The Weeknd at 17. That kind of had a little spike in plays around mid-April. That's not really expected to stick around. What is expected to stick around is Cher Lloyd's Want You Back at 18, which has been starting to climb, but has been climbing a lot more slowly than songs like Rhinestone Eyes or We Own the Night, which we saw in the top 10. 19, Party For You by Charlie XCX, which hit my hot list late last month. Doesn't look like it's going to be really sticking around for that long. It's already started to fade out of my rotation, but of course, since it's the plays in the last 4 months, it's going to stick around probably in my top 20 for a little bit before all those plays disappear. Number 20 is Neon Pill by Cage the Elephant. That song is also on the rise as a second hit on my hot list for Cage the Elephant. Number 21, Let Me Go by Alesso and Haley Steinfeld. That song hit my hot list in mid-April, and it doesn't look like it's going to really be going anywhere. Number 22, Back to Friends by Somber is on its way back in. We've already talked about that. 23 is Stateside by Pink Panthers and Zara Larsson, which does seem to be kind of backing off a little bit, but it is still slightly in my rotation, so it's probably going to function as more of a background song for the 2026 summer. At number 24 is Ironic by Alanis Morissette, which doesn't feel like it's going to go anywhere, but it might. We'll have to stick around. This hit my hot list right at the end of last month, so yeah, we'll see what it does. 25, Buy You a Drink by T-Pain featuring Young Jock. That's on its way out. Number 26, Loca by Alejandro. That doesn't feel like it's on its way out. It might be, but it's probably going to stick around for at least a month or two longer. 27, Whiskey Glasses by Morgan Wallen. Another song that hit my hot list mid-April. This song might make a push, but it's trying to, but it's kind of climbing up kind of slowly. Number 28 is one of the most recent ones to hit my hot list, Don't Mind by Kent Jones, which hit my hot list on the 2nd of May and is definitely starting to climb. 29, River Jams. That song seems to be on its way back in. 30, Bulletproof by LaRue. That's probably not going to be around for much longer. Lush Life by Zara Larsson at 31 might make its way back in. So might Paper Planes by MIA at 32. Holiday by Green Day at 33. Mama's Broken Heart by Miranda Lambert, which hit my hot list really early this month at number 34. That might make a push. It might not. I don't know. We're going to have to see. 35, Honest by Justin Bieber featuring Don Toliver. That's kind of making a small second wind in my rotation right now. That song is from the summer of 2022 on my hot list. So, yeah, it's from 4 years ago, but it's starting to make a second win, and it's currently been making a second win in my rotation recently. Number 36, I don't know how to pronounce that word, by Wet Leg, is very, very slowly making its way in, but I don't really expect that it's going to go anywhere. 37, Backseat by Blue Brigada. That's on its way out. 38, Needed Me by Rihanna. That's on its way out. 39, Hey Baby, Drop to the Floor by Pitbull. Also on its way out. 40, N95 by Kendrick Lamar, temporarily making its way back in, but it's probably not going to stick around for very long. 41, Ender and Gender, which is very, very slowly making its way in. And we might see that song explode, but I'm not entirely sure about that. 42, The Hills by The Weeknd. you know the deal with that song already. That song was obviously my number one song of 2022. That's still around. 43, I Don't Want to Be by Gavin DeGraw is on its way out. 44, So Easy to Fall in Love by Olivia Dean. That's just kind of snuck in to the early slots on my hot list, but I don't expect that to stick around much longer. 45, That's Me by Connor Super Goofy and Nervanks is just kind of hanging around here when it's not supposed to. 46, Radioactive by Imagine Dragons is actually on its way back in. 47, The Walker by Fitz and the Tantrums is on its way out. 48, Until I Found You by Steven Sanchez. I kind of had like a small resurge of plays, but it's not going to stick around. 49, Cake by the Ocean, that's still here. And 50, Taste by Sabrina Carpenter, which actually might make a push. That song, it took like a year and a half to grow on me, but I think it's finally grown on me enough that it can be on my hot list now. And it is at number 50, so we'll see what happens from there. Anyway, that is going to be it for this video. That is going to be about it. See ya.